Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Tonight we are in our multiplayer stream. Sorry, I was just looking at the stuff. Okay, we're in our multiplayer stream, which is coming from a Minecraft SMP. If you want in on it, the Discord links are popped up in the chat. Let's go up a little too loud. Take it down a notch. There you go. Yeah, so they've appeared in chat. Follow the Discord link. There's a channel in there called Multiplayer Server Details. Head in there, you'll find the mod pack and 2 additional mods. Install those, make sure they're up and running, and then come back and DM me a Minecraft username on Edge of the Whitelist, and you'll be up and running in a matter of moments. Alright, where did we get to last week? We were busy. We finished off basically Pajama Castle. Pretty sure that's the right name for it. I didn't realise up in the air. Hey, put my stuff back. I think I've got most things. A shield, there it is. Torches, got my lanterns. A bunch of stuff I picked up along the way. Don't need those. My bow. Bow. I've got arrows. Okay, bows are in there. Got a bunch of other stuff. Bop. Okay. Let's, Alright. Now we're back where I was before. Alright, mostly back where I was before. I'm not 100% sure what I've missed or what I've dropped, but yeah, we're good enough for now. Don't need rotten flesh, that's for sure. Don't need sunflowers. Don't need wheat seeds. My grass block. My shovel. Okay, so what we were busy doing was we built the path. So we put... Okay, let's come and show people what we did. So we spent a couple of weeks building bridge armor. Got that all built and furnished. And then we've got to connect it into the road system. Now, where this is, the closest road network interface is all the way over here at our suspension bridge through the Cherry Grove. Now, there was no... I could have maybe connected it there. In fact, I might connect a road down there at some point too. But anyway, it was... I believe the easiest method was going to be connecting around this way. So I started building around the path coming up. Okay, looping around, got it up to the relatively safe bit. And the question is where we take it from here, because the path gets a lot, also the conduit gets a lot narrower. And there's chances for falling in big holes to the path all the way over here. Now, we do have some builds that potentially could fit in here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Alright, if I go find that. Okay, there's one which kind of fits beautifully for the structure. You just zoom in and measure the scale to it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 440. That's 880 is 1. So it's 440 is 8. 8. 880 times 800 times 10 would be 8,000. 800 times 5 is 4,000. Pretty close to 5. With a little bit more. So the span itself is 5 chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not going to work like that. But it does give an interesting option for some of the other bridging options. 1, 2, 3, 5. We've got some big options, some big build options coming up. Like, there's interesting. I got nothing up there for any particular reason at the moment. Now look, it's a heart. Like, there's elevated sections through here. I'm sure we just look for a wide enough river through here. I mean, we've got the Department of NPC Affairs up here. In fact, we probably could have gone 1, 2. That's weird. A half underground, half not. Temple. One, 2, 3, 4. It needs to be elevated on both sides quite a way. Because it's quite a. The idea is it's to cross a canyon. I was thinking I was going to have a nice... That's 77, that's only 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, not high enough. But getting there. Alright, I'll spot it sooner or later. So that's not going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's an island settlement option. 6 by 7. Might fit on the southern part of the island here. But not as big as... Yeah, I thought a 6 by 7 island was... That's obviously too big. It's probably could be half that size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Waypoint, waypoint, waypoint. All right, there's that one. So we'll keep building the path for now. Bed. I do have a bed. Okay, I was going to say. Should not have lost my bed. So I want a nice clean 5, 110 to 110. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use my calculator. My brain's not working. I guess I said 880 was 1. $33.50. 4. So it is a gap of 4 between the cliff walls, which is what I want. Maybe I do have an option. I mean, that would have been... There would have been another option. One, 2, 3, 4. There's a chance. Alright, so we'll do the path the old-fashioned method. Now that's not a straight drop. I mean, you got a couple of blocks before you fall off. Maybe I'll put a cherry fence in, I think. Nice old safety railing. We'll bring it all the way up there. Like that. Now, I'm going to come across here, go up here, and what level? I think where that tree is. I bet we'll get ourselves down to that platform. That wants to be fattened out slightly. I think we push through on this level. That'll take us here, up through here. I can't drop there, that's a cave. The cool cave. An option is descending further. I don't want to descend further because there's not really a path. Maybe there is. Okay, well, if we come down here, aim for there. Angle left slightly. Basically, I want... That's right. For now. How'd I miss that square? Okay, that's looking okay so far. Okay is good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's good. I will have to run a fence line along here. And let's swing it around. There's not really room. I don't want to climb too much. Alright, that looks okay. So what I should do, in fact, I'll probably run it all the way up to there. He's the smart cookie who goes and builds paths in, as builds in rather steep terrain. Whoops. I mean, that part here is okay, but it's this part here which really isn't okay. I actually want to stick roughly where I am. They won't need a bridge because they're nice and steep. I mean, they're steep, but they're not insurmountable. Up we come. Yep, we're set back. And we cross the small valley right here. That's not big enough of a hole to worry about. That's a 3x. We'll aim for that. Okay, I can kind of see the path over there. Now, if I can run that path in past those sunflowers, I won't need to have fence lines. So let's do that. My keybind, W. G'day, Looney Jono. Right. Got it. It'll make me dizzy, but I should have this. Got to remember that I can't press forward though. Okay, that's fine there. That's fine there. I want to come down to the one down and then start moving up. Where was that other edge of the path? Yeah, you did, mate. You did. You made it somewhat harder. Okay, so I want to hit here. Which means that tree. Turn around. Walk backwards. How have you been, mate? Oh. I think I maybe just rebind something different. 3 days a week's pretty good. Getting yourself healthy is always good. Can't go forwards. For now. I mean, you've just made it more challenging to build and more annoying. Not impossible, it's just a lot longer. Up, go forwards. Uh, 80 kilo deadlift, that's not too bad. You want, okay, you got to redeem again. You want me to take W and S out of it, apart from the fact I can just go in and keybind. Change my bindings. You can try. I'll give it a crack. Yeah, well, I won't rebind because I haven't rebound W now, have I? Okay, that path is looking good. Okay, so if I come all the way over there... I see it. The other way. To the left of that. Alright, 9:42. I reckon... I mean, I can't do the whole session without my W key, but... You know, I will give it a good crack getting this road finished. Now, where's this road go to, you might ask? Well, there's the chunk there that I just did. Down there. Connect those up. And then I'm going to connect that up to the same standard as my other roads. Oh, I'll do that and I get my W key back, I think. It kind of feels like, give me, not a headache, it's making me feel like I've forgotten the key bindings. I've got my key bindings wrong. And so my finger goes to go, right, we're going forwards. The brain says, let's go forwards. And the, Minecraft's like, nah, you didn't press forwards. And so I go to press forwards. My brain thinks I'm going to go forwards. And I'm like, why am I going backwards? Well, because I took my finger off W. And it's now resting on S. To make sure I don't accidentally hit it. Ah, I want to go down there. Okay, this is going to be difficult. Why did I bring it that way? Oh! You are? Well, hope you enjoy yourself out here. What are you going to do? You're just going to take like a holiday, or coming for work? Ah, poop. I don't have forwards, do I? I mean, it's certainly a great place to visit. Okay, we want to come down through here. Okay, I think I might have pressed W then. Where are you, kick? You can get deleted. Done. What's if I turn the mic back on? Alright, and around the corner like that. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, that's connected. Alright, that was... Oh, a bit weird doing that backwards. Do I need to put a fence in? Not there, not there. Not there, that's looking all good there. Come around the other side. No, I'm far enough away from the edge there. Tempted to need... Nah, I'm far enough back. Alright, okay, next stop. Okay, so from where I got to over here... It is... If I can see that, I aim for that. Okay, that way. If I can keep holding myself down here... Okay, this is making me dizzy. In part because, again, I'm trying to... Brain saying, move your character forward, turn the character 90 degrees, and move them sideways. And the brain's like, blip. Okay. Trying to bring him up and over this. I get my W key back. I get my W key back. Oh, there we go. Path connected. So now we can go all the way. Right, let's go back and do the connection. And we can move all the way through to Pajama. Okay, so here's the path that comes up from the plains into the cherry grove. We branch off to the right. Zip around, start climbing and twisting. Loop around. We hit the edge of the cliff. Come back a little. Start pathing up. Again, around the edge. Not quite, okay, not quite cliffside. Alrighty. Okay, so yep. And you come around, down through here, loop around the edge. Again, another cliffside. Nice long path, start picking up. And up. And around and over. Okay, then we start coming down. Cool dip under the tree there. Come down again. Loop around. And the build starts coming to view. And if we come up here, see the path goes down to the entrance. But, Pajama Castle. Tucked into its cave and everything. So that was that build. So that's all connected in. The last series of big builds are all connected in as well. There's Hoxton Tower. There's, I forget the name of it, it's another Scottish tower house. There's the Chateau de whatchamacallit. Again, I probably picked that was way too wide. I should have picked a narrower spot. Especially not one that was ocean. The house build I did. Department of NPC Affairs. Okay, so now let's have a look at these other two builds. An island build there. At least I can connect that road down to there, which won't be a problem. In fact, I'm tempted to connect that way as well. To there. And then branch off to there. We'll see. Okay. We go to 5 arches, which is just up here. I think that's going to be almost perfect. What's that? 124? 120. Okay, it's going to be an orange block. It's going to be granite. Okay, so let's measure out this length and see whether I've got it right. Okay, let's zoom in. All right, let's have a look. Actually, we're going to go, just mark up this map to the right scale. Square on it. Then draw a square. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Huh, it's only one chunk wide. Well, that's pretty decent. Okay, let's make that. Okay, so it's going to be a 2 wide straight up the guts. And where we are here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eight, 6, 6, 1, 15. 2,800. Ah, don't fall down. Yeah, it's going to go straight across. So, 2, 3. I've got that right. That should be a chunk. Alright, so that should be 4 chunks. Now, if I mark that up with a torch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, there we go, there's 4. That should give me the arches I need. And it'll actually extend a little bit beyond, which is what we want. We're going to zoom in and start putting this, not quite ground floor. It is ground floor. Alright, let's see how this pans out. This looks about fine. Look at where this path goes from here. We'll probably run it down the hill. I thought it was straight north. There we go. There it is, down there. That's a lot of chunks. Okay, we'll have plenty of builds we can squat in. Okay, and we'll look on the other side. We can see the path over there. I don't know that I want to run it up that hill. Maybe down there, run it through the valley and then straight. Yeah, that could work. To Perth. Oh, that'd be nice. Holiday or for work? Combination of both. Oh, that'd be really nice. Perth's pretty nice. Alright, we're going to go side by side on this side. Oh, it'll be nice and hot in December. Oh, don't fall. 3 weeks, that'll be... Are you just going to stay in Perth? Are you going to go around Western Australia? I mean, you can still... You'll have pretty good time for 3 weeks in Perth. No. Yeah, Perth in December is going to be real hot. Well, saying that, now that I've said that, it's probably going to be raining and cold and windy and all those other things. Still nowhere near what you're used to. Okay, now, I got the colour wrong here, didn't I? It's grey, it's a red roof, grey walls, grey. And I did try grey with a stone. I didn't really have andesite. Have I done an andesite build yet? Andesite. Well, Victoria's the other side of the country. At least a day there and back, flying. But I'm sure they'll be happy to see you. I think we've done diorite builds. I don't think I've done a straight stone build, but it's too much like natural stone. So we'll go an andesite, I think. Oh, that's beautiful. Is that in Perth? So the floor I got is wrong. Yellow. It's a yellow tile. I don't have a yellow tile. That's sandstone. Endstone is yellow. I don't get stairs in Endstone. I do. Well, 5-star resort on the beach for 3 weeks in Perth certainly sounds like fun. And certainly at that time of year, it's going to be very toasty warm. You're going to enjoy it. Alright, there's my yellow. Deep sea diving off, well, it depends on where you are on the west coast, I guess. What part of... Huh. My character's moved. Gives us just a sec. I think I've bumped my overlay. Certainly looks like it. No, I didn't. I need to bring him down a notch. That's all right, I'll fix that. With turtles around Perth. You don't get the sea turtles around Perth. Further up the coast towards Broome you do. I mean, and you got your big resorts up there as well. Your sea turtles are more tropical. So you're going to be further up the coast then. There's some beautiful stuff up there. Up towards like Shark Bay and Exmouth and all those little places. Very, very, I mean, very hot, but very, very beautiful. Especially on the coast, because you got it's basically not desert, kind of desert, right up to the coast. And then you got these stunningly clear blue oceans. Right, okay. Alright, so that's the doors. Then this is the center, and it's a full... Well, I hope they bring you back. It's a... wrong one. It's a full width. Okay, where am I? That's 1, 2... The middle of 2, and that's 2 wide, and it's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It comes out the other side. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then those two can go away. And I'll actually put lanterns down there. Come back to that. Well, that's not bad. 7,000 euros, including travel and everything else. That's pretty good. Yeah, it'll be a big flight. Okay, so that's full width there. Comes in 1, 2, 3, 4. That's there, and then it comes in 1. Comes in 1. I mean, even if Iran's still going, and it shouldn't be, hopefully, the airlines have worked out ways around it. They've got ways around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I've got a fish alive, next steps in again. Okay, now this is, I mean, already it's taking shape, this build. I am building to a design. Well, yeah, it's a problem because where the airlines were going to get around Ukraine, they were kind of heading more over Iran. Problem being, people aren't flying over Iran at the moment, so therefore all the people who would have been flying over Iran now are a little bit stuck because you keep going further south. You got to fly over, well, Saudi Arabia and places like that. You can't really go north because Ukraine sort of limits how far north you go, and people aren't flying over Russia as much. So yeah, plus you had all the airlines that normally service them. That area they got stuck, and yeah, it's a busy part of the world for flying that all of a sudden can't fly right now. But that happens. I think it'll all be done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So now we are in... But give me half a sec. I'm about to have a look at the build. Okay, so we've got to that part. Alright. This way. Okay, so from here it goes... Comes back out for 1, 2, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's like a balcony for the last 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse us for a sec. I think it might be pouring with rain. Back in just a sec. Or back. Thought it was raining. Not. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. And then the center 3 come out again. And then steps back in and goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're only a couple off. Yeah. That is not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay. There's going to be an extra tower thing there as well. And going to deal with internal walls and... yeah. It's going to give grief. Anyway. So that can all be filled in now. Alright, let's go do the wall, outer wall on the other side now. Okay, so we're here. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4 goes out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes out for 2. Okay, and then it's out again. For 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back in for 2. And back in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. that's the plan. Let's move over and do the other side now. Okay, so we come out for 6. Then out again for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then another 3. And another 4. And in for 4. And then in for 4. We're too short. How far were we short over here? Too short. Well, pretty much bang on. I have to take some liberties with how these rooms are laid out, because they're not quite going to fit to Minecraft scale. Alright, okay, now over to the other side. It goes out for 3. Two of those, it has balcony. And that goes out for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's got a round room for 4. And then it steps in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stays there for 6. But there is a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide balcony. And it steps in 1. And it's 1, 2, 3, and that's us. Now, what we do have that I haven't modelled is basically there's turrets, gatehouses. So quite clearly, this is not a small build. All right. That looks okay. All right, now let's bring these turrets into being. All right, come down here. That starts. Right, yep. There's a door. A door. And then it's 2, 3, 4, which is right. Is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. This outer wall. 1, 3, 4, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is right. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, so the door is 1, 2 back, 2 back, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4. And then a 3 on the other side. I think that's right. So let's come down and now I wonder if it's going to be the same on the other end. Possibly. I mean, it does look rather symmetrical. Yeah, it is. Right. 2 and then 2 on the outside of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, okay, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4. 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2. No, that's right. Hmm. All right, they're in place. How high a wall should they be? I'm guessing I'm going to go with our standard roof line. 1, 2. There's turreting on the top. All right, so we're going to go with our standard roof height, which is 3. And in fact, coming up this level, 1, 2, That door. Yeah, that'll be a little bit more fudged. There's a 4. I was going to say it's 4 wide, but it doesn't. It only comes up to center bit here. It steps in. I need the stairs. Alright, steps in, goes back to 1. There, so it comes in 2, steps out, get in line with that. Of course, it gets the stair spacing wrong. One, 2, 3, 4. And it's basically the same on the other side too. Actually, there's an overhang. We need to fix up. Like that, I think. Then that goes out. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's right. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4. That comes back. Over the door is the middle row. So I thought it was... I already slept. I did. I did. Alright, we now need to move that across. Huh. Where the stairs are actually reflects part of a building infrastructure based on the parameters of the rooms below. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 internals. And then the same goes on the other side as well, where it's 1, 2, 3, and then it steps forward 1. Right, so that's those two in the right spot. I wondering why it was showing me the blocks were out of position, not out of position. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, ever so slightly different. And 2 plug. Yep, no, that works. Right, so that gives us a level to come to. Now, as far as I can tell, when I look at the diagram, they are quite tall turrets. What I think I can do is I can do this. Actually, that doesn't go there now. That goes across like that. And then there's a front piece like that. What I want is andesite wall. Very, very wide. I mean, it certainly gives the right number of holes. Right, that makes a lot more sense. Now, it wants, like, arrow slits down here, which is realistically, I mean, it's not too high. We'll go 1 high. mean, there could be better ways to do arrow slits, but in fact, the beds are going to be grey. Alright, so let's zoom out and have a look. It's working so far. Again, we have a difficulty. If we could halve the width, I'm going to scale it. The scaling's not far off. I mean, if we needed skinnier walls would be good. We don't have that though. What we do need though is a railing on the inside. I don't think I don't think end stone walls are correct. Maybe. The other alternative was birch fence, which I don't think it's too far off either. No, it's got to be the yellow stone. Alright, and once this goes into place, we'll have the basic, well, the layout. We're going to put all the rooms and stuff in. But we got the beginnings of I can go fill in the outer walls down here on the other end. So we can at least turret up the two ends, and in fact there's a ladder internal access. I'm looking at going, well, how does they get access from the barrack room to the roof? And in fact it's a ladder and trapdoor, which I can certainly do. Okay, so we down here, it goes 1, 2, 3. Hey. Right, so 3. And then the next wall, next level up. Alright, so I'll do the tour and in chat on game as well. We just finish putting this in. Okay, so you're going to be... Alright, okay, we just finish putting this in place, and we'll go for the build. Okay, so if, depending on who was watching previously, they might have seen all of them. But the first build I did... in this particular tranche of builds is going to be... Alright. First one is Coxton Tower. So, based on a real place in Scotland, Tower House in Scotland. Go and have a look. It's all fully finished. So this is the modern iteration of the Tower House. Previously, it was a ladder to the entrance door here. So ground floor is basically a storeroom. It's got a trapdoor entrance, and so lower and raised stores. So presumably they'd block that wall off. Then there's the ladder to the main door that they could pull up. Main first floor was basically an armory / mini barracks. The spiral tower is actually inside the corner of the wall, like a dining kitchen on the second floor, and then on the top floor is the living quarters, and then there's mini turrets on the corners, and there's a garderobe and storage in a few other places as well. So these tower houses are not as big as you might think. I mean, they're very cool. Very cool. Basic Scottish, not castles as such, but what the Scots built. And the next one is further down here. Don't worry about using your rockets, I'll bring you down. Did I get the right? No, it is. It's miles away. And then the next one, I don't have the name for this one, but it's a very similar concept, except it's much larger, almost a manor house. So you'd think where the Croxton Tower was a very square thing, it's rectangular, probably twice the size. And again, you got the ground floor storage, but in terms of access, and there's another room on the thing, it's got a main spiral staircase in one corner. You got like a guard point down the bottom. You got cooking, living / dining on the first floor. Keep coming up. And then you've got living bedrooms, 3 main bedrooms, 3 large bedrooms, including the master suite, master room on that floor. And then the top floor in the attic, you've got basically storage and work areas, and there's no turret access in this one. And storage space down there as well. Oh, you didn't come out of the turret. There was no trapdoors down there. There's no one in there. No one in the toilet. No one in those storage rooms. No one in that toilet. No one in that room. No one in that room. No one in the toilet. Unless you've jumped up on the rafters. In the cupboard. Yay! Plenty of places to hide and jump up on the rafters. Little turret rooms. Plenty of storage downstairs. Alright, next place. So that was the second Scottish tower house I built. Then I thought that was enough because that sort of helped fill out the environment. The next big build is Gotta find out my directions. Here's that one. I've got to read out the name. It's Chateau de something or other. It's a famous French chateau that's built out over a river, presumably to control built out to control the river, presumably. So we come up. And it took me a while to build this and fully furnish it. So, Chateau de Chenonceau. So, in on the right, you got a couple of rooms. You got a bedroom on, sitting room on the left that leads into the chapel, which is all set up. And in fact, there's a choir stall up the top. And then through here you've got like a balcony. Then there's a bedroom which leads into a private sitting workroom. On the other side you've got another sitting room. And downstairs you've got some working space. You've got a small dock access. And storage space down here. Then through here, you've got the stairs to the upper levels. Now, the upper levels are, there's a balcony up here. And then you've got bedrooms. Bedrooms on each side. There's no upper access to the chapel, but there is upper access to another workspace. Private sitting room. And then there's a large hall on the top floor here. And if you keep going upstairs, you end up in attic level. And basically it's mostly storage. Pretty much all storage. And back to the ground floor, you have access through into the gallery, which is out over the river. And then you have a little guard room on the right. And then you have exit out over the drawbridge space over here, through the drawbridge, down onto the wall. Which is pretty much how it's built. I mean, the limiting factor here was the fact I built with blocks that weren't available in stairs or slabs, which made life hard, and then I brought it all in. Then, the next build was... Pajama Castle, which is the one. You got your ping issue, right? Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you what causes that. I might look at restarting the server at some point, but I don't know. You weren't having that ping issue before, so this is based on Pajama Castle in former Yugoslavia. I forget where exactly. So this is the first tower, which is all storage and attic space and stuff. And if you come across to the little bendy tower bit, there's multiple floors on this side. I think this one takes us into no, that's the dining room. Downstairs is the throne room / receiving hall. Downstairs again is storage. First floor, second floor. Then out the back side of this is a kitchen, which leads into a cavern in one part. And then you have natural cave storage as well. Yeah, this took a little while to build because I had to carve out part of the space as well. And you come up here to the main living quarters, which has like a covered space. Access out here. Then you've got your garderobes. And then you've got a chapel up here. And then in the bendy part, you've got the priest's quarters. And if you go back upstairs, the stairs are tucked more into the living rock. You have a barracks room above the main living quarter, the main bedroom, the main suite, and then that leads into a firing point up here, and 2-point access to a natural cave system. And then you got a tower here, which I can't remember. I don't think it had any decoration. I don't recall what it had in it. Well, I never decorated it, that's for sure. And basically it taps into the natural cave system. There's like a manual drawbridge and it leads back into the cave system proper behind. And that's pretty close to the actual Prejama Castle. So, the issue I had with both this build and... Hang on, where am I? Stairs are over here. This build, Coxton Tower, and the Chateau was some of the designs I was working from. Whilst they're almost perfectly set up for a Minecraft build in terms of the scaling, they rely on walls that are not 1 meter thick. So you end up building something that looks a lot more squat than it really is, or you have to adjust the scaling. So, like I'm building over here, the design is over here is very similar. Again, these walls are not 1 meter thick on the diagram, and they've got 2 arrow slits on this wider wall, one on the diagonal, and another couple here. You're not going to fit that in a Minecraft build. It just doesn't fit. So yeah, it's a challenge. I mean, it's a beautiful design, but the difficulty again is making it work to Minecraft limitations, which it doesn't always work. But we'll see. I mean, the other builds turned out beautiful. I'm sure these will as well, eventually, once I get them in place properly. In fact, I think one of these is like set up as like a dining room. I'll do that. I'll set... I think I'll go... jungle stairs. And a jungle slab. There you go. Alright, so the walls then need to extend, as we saw down that end. And these are designed to be very tall but narrow firing slits, which a little bit different to the normal crenellations people build on a Minecraft castle type build, where people build their crenellations one block high and leave it there, which, hey, I do that too. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But in this case, they're meant to be tall and skinny. Yeah, that should be 1 and a brick. Yep. Okay, so again, in the diagram, these actually, well, there's a portcullis on the inside. So you come through and there'll be a portcullis there. I can't do a portcullis. And these are set up as murder holes or machicolations. Well, actually, no. Well, murder holes? They stick out a little bit too far to be machicolations, but that's the basic idea. All right. So we've got the beginnings. We've got the outline at ground level done. I might make this next one slightly... No, they're the same height. Same depth. I could push them down one. Did I forget to put... I think I did. Oh, hang on. Layout's right. I had my aspect wrong. Okay. Now that everything's sort of been put into place... we start our staircase down. Tempted to go well, I say make it longer, but it doesn't need to be longer, really. Again, Minecraft scales. 1, 2. Okay, let's bring it down. Stairs go down right. Okay, so we come around this side. And that comes in, goes 1, 2, comes in again. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then that comes down to there. In fact, that then is actually widened. Where that arrives is also widened, and they're re-wide. And so down this end, on the top there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes back another 3. And then it goes into a series of rooms and passageways. Rooms and passageways. That's going to be a bit hard to fit. We'll make it fit though. I did say andesite, didn't I? I think we're going to switch to stone. Because we've got the ability to go mossy stone. Here are the andesite. Here are the deep slate. We're going to go stone. That looks better. I mean, the andesite's not overly bad, but kind of really need some resource pack to amplify it. Okay, there we go. Certainly looks the part a lot better. Alright, is that storming or just, no, just raining? Okay, got it. Alright, and through there, down there. Okay, much better. Now, I will take the stairs. Not tough. I want stone brick stairs. Yes. Now these walls are not sticking out. The next layer is not sticking out. Okay, that's shaping up nicely. In fact, I mean, it sort of looks okay with a two-tone effect, although it stands out. It needs to be like a decent transition. I mean, they've put vines on it, I guess. That might work. Right, I'm going to go downstairs and do the downstairs part. Did I put... I didn't put torches or anything, did I? I put on the outside. Nothing. One, two. And it'll all be lit up rather well as we get to it. And I got to, like I said, I got to integrate these paths at some point. Yeah, I'll be honest, I did not expect that this was the next build I was going to do. In fact, I was going to... There's a build, again, roughly from the same source, that was going to allow me to enhance a river crossing I'd already put in, a bridge, turn it into like a border post type thing. And I did also find a layout for a Roman-esque, well, not Roman-esque, that means something different in architecture, a Roman type marching camp. Well, I think the scale is a little small. Right, that actually works much better. Okay, have I done that correctly? It looks good, and there's lighting on the outside, there's lighting on the inside. Let's go put lighting on the other side. Done that already. Right, let's see how this is going to work downstairs. Right, okay, so you come in down. there's no more up or down floor, so that then becomes a wall. 1, 2, 3, that then becomes a wall. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it comes down to 3 by the time you put a wall in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one is definitely only 1 wide. In fact, that does come through a couple of doors. What's that? Oh, there's a set of stairs. So that takes us through a couple of... There's the door. Well, let's work back this way. And see what we get for ourselves. Okay, we're 1 block forward, I think, for now. Okay, 1, 2. Although it's internal flooring, there shouldn't be eaved. I mean, flagstones, maybe? Certainly doesn't look paved, or it could be. Anyway, right, this width. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Right, that brings... Again, I'm one block off. At least for now. I'll just... 'What it should be, as far as I can tell, is the well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Central 2. There's another 2 outside. Aha, that lines up. Beautiful. Funny how that works. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and basically it runs down this way as well. Oh, hang on. It was this way. Right. Okay, as far as I can tell, these pillars are in the exact position they're meant to be. Yeah. Well, halved, that's for sure. They're 3 wide. Which way do I bias them? Back across one? Even the diagram doesn't have it right either. It's outside the rounded tower. Right, this is right here. So there's 3. Get away from my stuff. There's 4. The back one marks the center, which is here. Is close enough for government work. Okay, so what happens here is this comes all the way up there. Tempted. Like these are floor-to-ceiling windows. What I will do here is go grey on the outside. Then light grey stained. already had grey. Okay, and then if I come back and look up at the upper levels, it's like a half-height wall with a railing. If we come back to... like that. And what it should then have actually is... One, two, three, four, five, 6. There. In fact, it'll be... Ow. For the sake of making it easy to walk around them. So this is the main... mossy cobble, thank you. My sword, it's in slot 1. I don't need it while I'm underwater in creative mode building. I need light. Yeah, well, not playing that version now, are we? Here I was thinking I'd had enough of these ridiculous sea underwater type bases. I suppose if you want cool builds, no, it's still there, mate. Do you want me to blow it up? I can. No one's touched it. I don't think anyone wants to touch it. In fact, we've had a couple of other players come back on after a while off. Somehow, when I looked at the initial design for this build, I didn't think I was supposed to be putting it over a canyon so high. But I guess it fits the environment. That's one tall tower. Right. As far as this comes out, these are one less. In fact, that one can come along. If I run this down, what I see is back here at wall level. Right, we'll just go there for now. At wall level, we have ourselves an arch. No, not yet, mate. Still running 121.1. I should double check again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't checked in a little while. But I yeah. There's the 2 additional mods for mail systems, which you have to install separate because I didn't embed them in the original mod pack. But no, I haven't changed the original mod packs that I uploaded. You'd think I probably should have at some point. Should have. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Why do I get the feeling those spacings are wrong? I'm going to get annoyed. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and a little bit. Okay, now the arc continues through the wall. So if you've got the mod pack, you've got most of the mod pack already, Andre. There's just 2 additional mods for the mail system, but it's all in the Discord. That would do it. Okay, so we're going to come down here. Send these down. It was not a hassle to get on the server. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's 6 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, well. I forgot about you being a difficult child. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that comes out 2 at the other side. It does. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. How does that look for an arch? Not too bad at all. Roughly right. And now comes the exciting part. where I then work out so that's the main roofliney bit. It comes through like this. And then this comes back. I would say about there. Okay, so what we're going to have there is you have the outer towers. Yep, towers are there. We step back the first arch, and then we step back again to a second arch. Actually, this one goes all the way down. And that connects in the right spot. Yep. And then this comes back. There. Much better. Alright, so we'll drop this. I honestly don't know how steep this arch can be. But it's back along this wall. Right. You having a lot of fun, are you? Well, the mod pack that's on the Discord will bring you into the server. I know that much. We've had new players join quite happily using the mod pack. I don't know what they're using though, whether they're using CurseForge or a normal launcher. look at the time. I probably should finish up soonish. Again, I don't know how far down I'm supposed to put this second arch. It's very, very steep. Actually, come to think of it, it's basically the height, depth from there down. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a bit. 10. Bit deeper than that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. I need stairs. Yeah, it's 121.1, that's true. Give me half a second. Delete that. Alright, so that's what? No, 1 I'm looking at. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is basically means you're going to meet like that. And like that. One, 2. 1, 2. Drop a brick. 1, 1, 2, a curve. Hmm. Could be more archy. All right, let's have a look at this. So it needs to be more archy, which I think translates into that. Not quite. Try an experiment. The stairs look wrong, but a slab, on the other hand, I mean, given the scale, that looks about right, I think. And that's only going to be 4 wide. And that's right. Okay, so we bring that wall back. Like that. Okay. There's going to be a lot of stonework coming up here. And then a lot of infill too. All right, so okay, that's there. Right, I'm gonna hop over the other side here. Yeah, that bit is secure. Let's just fill this little wall bit in. Get ourselves an impression of what this wall's going to look like. It'll look like this. And on the other side here, I need to close these loops off. And I don't quite think this is perfect here, but oop. All right, that's taking shape. This side, more than just taking shape, is what that's going to look like. That's going to be dropped all the way down. Should I light that? Don't know. Got arches to come over here, and over here. So we got plenty of stuff yet to come. Oh yeah, the sketch I'm working from calls this 5 arches, and so you got the 4 arches under, like, connecting the 4 pillars, and you got that 5th arch all the way across. Now, I haven't finished putting the top parts in. I have obviously got the turrets at the far ends and the doors, but that's it, which is a lot more than I was expecting, to be honest. I mean, I can, well, that doesn't match up. I can quite obviously start planning how that path is going to connect to there, and then on the other side, that path is going to go way off to the north. There's like 30 or 40 chunks of path that's got to go in. Yeah, that's, yep, that's right. They don't go all the way up. They go to the bottom of that. And then there's, yep, I'm going to drop this all the way down. So I think there'll be a lot of filling in of stuff. In fact, if I go here, I mean, this won't stay hollowed out. They're going to be infilled with cobble, like the other structural elements elsewhere have been. And this doesn't go all the way down either. This just goes to waterline. Nope, goes all the way down. But yeah, that's the one that's going to go all the way down. These ones, I don't mind the fact that they impact the bottom of the canyon that much. Should they drop into the water? I doubt it. Maybe I can carve away a bit more of the canyon walls, drop them a bit further, but practically, no, they're pretty much in a good position. That's looking reasonable. These walls are going to go up too high. They're going to have pointy roofs and things like that. So there's 1, 2, 3 layers. under a covered layer / underground, a surface layer, and then there's an upper layer, and that's all closed in, and there's nothing above that. No, there's not. That's going to work out rather well. In fact, what I should do is I should bring that across like that. Again, I wish I had a little bit more fidelity in block choice, but I don't. So anyway, we shall call it a night there. Put them in the chat, close things up. Some tunes. All right. Big thank you to everyone coming out tonight. Regulars, first timers, chatters and lurkers across all the different endpoints. Your time here on the server is, and across all the various channels, is very much appreciated. So thank you all for being here. What have we got next? Well, next thing is tomorrow night we have a stream from the PlayStation 4. What we're streaming, I haven't quite worked out just yet. So keep an eye on the socials, mainly Twitter and Insta. I will put messages out on both of those before each stream, indicating what I'm streaming and when. It'll be a 9 o'clock start. We have a public holiday here on Monday, but I should still be streaming and running through things normally. We've got our giveaway, and the giveaway this week is for Metal Slug Tactics. Giveaways. If you want to in on that, head for the... Yes, Metal Slug Tactics. If you want in on that, head for the Discord. You'll find a channel called Giveaways. Head in there, you'll find a blue button. Click the blue button, you'll automatically be in the draw. Sunday stream will be a shorter PlayStation 4 title. Then Monday we're into Mass Effect 2. Continuing our run through with that. Wednesday is Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Again, in Nekataka at the moment, but we will making steady progress there. Friday is a new Prince of Persia. Now, I'm tempted to go the 2008 Prince of Persia, because technically that was released before the Forgotten Sands. But if you're talking about the Sands of Time trilogy, the Forgotten Sands fits in with that trilogy better than the 2008 Prince of Persia does. So we're going to play these last two games out of sequence. We will do the Two Thrones this coming Friday, and then we'll do Prince of Persia after that, the 2008 game after that. Then next Saturday we'll be back here with our multiplayer stream from our Minecraft SMP. Otherwise, it's a very good night from me to all of you, and we'll see you all again next stream.